Like You Talk TV. I'm your host, V. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. How you guys all doing? Hope you're doing well. I know I came in yesterday. A lot of you guys haven't seen me in a long time. Shout out to all of you guys who left messages and were happy to see me back. I'm happy to be back and to see you all as well, and to be here, just to be here. I'm back today because God wasn't finished with me from yesterday, and he wanted me to speak about what I talked about yesterday, but he wanted me to actually read the scripture this time and go more into depth. So this probably won't be as short of a video as it was yesterday, but I think it's more necessary than even the video yesterday, even though that, you guys were happy to see me and all that, and I appreciate that, but I think that this one is probably a little longer, but it's more defined. And it's basically Jesus starting to meet the disciples. And the funny thing is, when he meets Nathanael, which really wasn't a disciple, it gives you the outline of how much favor that Nathanael had with Jesus. And I want to read that to go into definition. I talked about yesterday just how Nathanael was kind of commenting about, can anything good come out of Nazareth? And I just kind of gave you an idea of, like, no matter where you come from, where you are in life, that there's good in you. There's good that can come out of you in your own personal situation. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna read from John chapter 1. I'm gonna start from 43, and it's gonna go to we're gonna go to 51. Okay, so it goes like this. I'm in the New Living Translation, by the way. The next day, Jesus decided to go to Galilee. He found Philip, which was a disciple, and came to him. He found Philip and said to him, "Come, follow me." So Philip was from Bethsaida, and Andrew and Peter's hometown. So Philip went to look for Nathanael and told him, "We have found the very person Moses and the prophets wrote about. His name is Jesus, the son of Joseph and from Nazareth." "Nazareth," exclaimed Nathanael. "Can anything good come from Nazareth?" "Come and see for yourself," Philip replied. As they approached, Jesus said, "Now, here is the genuine son of Israel, a man of complete integrity." So Nathanael said, "How do you know about me?" Jesus replied, "I could see you under the fig tree before Philip found you." Then Nathanael exclaimed, "Rabbi, you are the Son of God, the King of Israel." Broke him down. Jesus asked him, "Do you believe this just because I told you I seen you under the fig tree? You will see greater things than this." Then he said, "I tell you the truth. You will all see heaven open and the angels of God going up and down on the Son of Man, the one who is the stairway between heaven and earth." Okay. I want to give you, even though I just read that, I want to give you a visual on certain parts. We talked about yesterday, about, not really tripping about where you're from or even where you are because of the greatness that is in you. Once again, it wasn't comparing yourself to Jesus, but there's good in you, If anyone knows that, it's Jesus, okay? I want to touch on the part where after yesterday, okay, to where it goes to when he asks, "Can anything good come from Nazareth?" So immediately Philip says, "Come and see for yourself." Let's pause there for a second. Philip's like, "Look, dude, I ain't about to try to prove nothing to you. We found him. We found the Messiah. This is pretty much what it comes down to. You see the excitement. I done ran up to you. I'm telling you, like, look, we found the Messiah. We found the one that Moses spoke about. Like, we found him. Come see for yourself, man. I'm just a messenger. You know what I'm saying? Like, you come be the judge for yourself on that. Like, I ain't trying to make you believe one thing or another. You come see, and then you tell me what you think. Pretty much, okay? So, he went, of course. And as they approach, Jesus says, now, here we go. And the King James is different. It says, but in this one it says, now here is a genuine son of Israel. He actually said, here is really what he was saying was, here is a real one. Jesus actually used that term first about a real one. He was like, here is a real one. A genuine son of Israel, a man of complete integrity. So Jesus was saying, here is a real one. Like, he's telling, Nathanael in front of the other disciples, more than likely, because, Philip brought him back, and you can tell later that Jesus says he's talking to all of them. So he was in front of the others, and he's letting them know, like, here is a real one. Like, he put Nathanael front and center in front of all of them and said, here is a real one. He's a real one. So I just want y'all to see that and get that real quick. And Nathanael asked, how do you know about me? And Jesus said, I could see you under the fig tree before Philip found you. Can you imagine what Nathanael felt like at that moment? The Son of Man is telling you that you a real one. And then he's telling you, like, how he's proving how he knows you. Like, before this man even came to get you, like, he explains where you are. So imagine Nathanael looking back and at that moment under the fig tree, and imagine there's something that happened. There's something that had to happen under that fig tree that was like, I remember that. If you're Nathanael, I'm saying, you're like, I remember that. And there was something divine happened when I was there. Like, there was something that happened specifically for Jesus to be asking if I remember, because I had to have some kind of encounter under that fig tree that I was like, this could only be from God. We all have moments where we're in a certain place at a certain time that we can recall back on and be like, damn, that was like a God moment. Like, you can't tell, no one can tell you any different that particular moment in that time and place was a God moment. So that was kind of like his encounter at that particular time. Okay. So then, peep this out. Nathanael goes and exclaimed, Rabbi, you are the Son of God, the King of Israel. Blew his mind. Blew Nathanael's mind. Blew his mind. Here he is asking, a minute ago or so, can anything come, or a few minutes ago or so, can anything even come good from Nazareth to you're the Son of God. All because he told him, he brought up a situation, let him know, like, where he was when he had a divine appointment in time with God that only Jesus would know, only God would know. And he called him, he says, you are the Son of God, the King of Israel. Like, blew his mind, blew his bubble completely. And then Jesus asked him, do you believe this just because I told you I had seen you under the fig tree? You will see greater things than this. Then he said, I will tell you the truth. You will all see. And that's why I said that, with everyone, there had to be all the others around, because he was like, I'll tell you the truth. You will all see heaven open and the angels of God going up and down on the Son of Man, the one who is the stairway between heaven and earth. Okay. So, my point is that, it went from him asking if, anything can come good from this particular place to this is God. So like a lot of times we can't get caught up in like appearance. One of my good friends, shout out to Pastor Rodney Missouri, but he says don't let the appearance be the interference. And don't let where someone come from or what they're doing or how much clout they may or may not have interfere with what is really going on. Like don't let that deter you from if it's real or if it's not real. Don't judge. Don't be quick to judge. And that's this whole thing. Like, Nathanael could have easily judged where Jesus was coming from, where God was coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're speaking about God, like where he was coming from to where it was like, oh my God, this is God right in front of me. Like, it completely blew away anything about Nazareth and where he could have been from. I mean, this is God, so, but it's just like, forget where he was from. Like, that's irrelevant. You know what I mean? And that's how we have to think. Like, forget where anyone is from, forget what, it looks like, their situation look like, or whatever. Like, that's all irrelevant. You know what I mean? Like, we can seriously miss a real blessing by getting caught up with where someone is from or what it should look like or what it should appear to look like in our eyes. So I just wanted to get back on here and just kind of just discuss that a little bit. Like I said, this one probably a little longer than I would have normally went, but God was just like, no, you're going to address this story in full. I'm not done with Nathanael yet, but like it went to like Jesus literally showing like Nathanael is a real one. And that was like one of the first, the first times that we seen, because he was new, meeting all the disciples and all that, to where Jesus actually said, here's a real one. And Jesus actually made that phrase that we hear today about real ones. Like, Jesus was the first one to say that then. So like everything that, it goes to say this too, and I'll end it. Everything that we think that we're saying now that seems to be cool and cliche and all that, it already been done. It already been said long ago. And guess what? It was from Jesus himself. So I just want you to know that and just share that with you. God put that on my heart to share it with you guys. Once again, I hope that you like, share, and subscribe if it speaks to you, if it talks to you today, or anyone that you even may know. All right. So I love you guys. Thank you for your love and your support. You have a beautiful day. And please leave some comments, and we can talk about it and dive in even further. Share with me maybe what you got from it. Thank you. Love you guys. Peace.